Welcome everyone! Today we are going to explore the world of Python. Python, a high-level interpreted programming language, has become a cornerstone of modern technology. Its simplicity and readability have made it a favorite among beginners and experts alike. But don't let its simplicity fool you. Python packs a punch. Its versatility allows it to be used in a myriad of applications, from web development and data analysis to artificial intelligence and machine learning. In today's technology landscape, Python is not just a tool, it's an essential. It's like the Swiss Army knife of programming languages. It has a tool for every job, and it performs every job well. So whether you're creating a simple script or building a complex AI model, Python is the way to go. Without further ado, let's dive into the practical aspect of using Python. The installation process. Before installing Python, there are a few prerequisites that need to be in place. First things first, you'll need a Linux system. This is because Python can be easily installed and works seamlessly on this platform. Next, you must have the Terminator terminal, an essential tool for this installation process. But what exactly is the Terminator terminal? It's a program for the GNU Linux platform that provides users with a powerful, efficient way of making use of a computer's command line interface. Its key advantage is its ability to arrange multiple terminal sessions in a grid within one window, enhancing productivity and making tasks easier. Now, why install Python via the terminal? Well, this method offers a more controlled environment, making it easier to manage different Python versions and dependencies. It's a straightforward, efficient way of installing Python, especially for those who frequently work with programming languages. Having understood the prerequisites, we can now proceed to the actual installation process. Firstly, it is always advisable to update your Linux system before any new installations. This ensures that we have the most recent versions of system packages, improving compatibility and security. So, how do we do this? Well, we use two simple commands. The first one is sudo apt update. This command fetches the list of available updates from different repositories. It's like checking what's new in the store before you go shopping. The second command is sudo apt upgrade. This command actually installs the updates. It's the equivalent of picking up the items from the store and bringing them home. Both commands need to be run in your terminal. And you may need to input your password for the sudo or superuserdo command to execute. It's a straightforward process, but an essential one. Keeping your system updated is a good practice, not just for installing Python, but for maintaining a healthy, secure system overall. With our system now up to date, we can proceed to install Python. Now comes the exciting part, installing Python. Python, the world's fastest growing and most popular programming language, is just a few steps away from being at your fingertips. The process is quite straightforward, especially on a Linux system. So, let's get started. Firstly, we're going to use a command called sudo apt install python 3. This command is a one-liner that does all the heavy lifting for us. But what does it mean exactly? Let's break it down. Sudo stands for superuserdo. This allows you to perform tasks that require administrative or root permissions. So using sudo before a command means you're telling the system, hey, I'm the boss here, do what I say. Next is apt, which is short for Advanced Package Tool. This is the package manager for Debian-based systems, including Ubuntu. It's the tool that handles the installation, upgrading, and removal of software on your system. The install part is pretty self-explanatory. It's the command that tells apt to install a package. And finally, Python 3 is the package we want to install, so put it all together and sudo apt install python 3 is you telling your system, hey, I'm the boss, and I want you to use the package manager to install Python 3. Once you enter this command, your system will do its thing, downloading and installing Python 3. But how do you know if Python installed correctly? That's where the python 3v command comes in. You see, v is a flag that stands for version, so python 3v is you asking your system, what version of Python 3 do you have? If Python 3 installed correctly, your system will respond with the version number, something like Python 3 8.2, and that's it. You've successfully installed Python on your Linux system. With Python now installed, we can proceed to install the Python package manager pip. To manage our Python packages, we need to install pip. Pip, standing for pip installs packages, is a package management system that allows us to install and manage software packages written in Python. It's an indispensable tool for any Python programmer, as it makes the process of installing and managing Python packages a breeze. Now, let's get started with the installation process. First, we'll open a terminal window. Once we're there, we'll type in the following command: sudo apt install python 3 pip. Here's a quick rundown of what this command does. Sudo is a prefix that gives the following command administrative privileges. This is necessary because we're making changes to the system software. apt stands for Advanced Package Tool, which is the package manager for Ubuntu and other Debian-based Linux distributions. Install is, well, pretty self-explanatory. And finally, python 3 pip is the name of the package we're installing. After pressing enter, you'll be asked for your password. This is a security measure to confirm that you indeed want to make these changes. Type it in, press enter again, and the installation process will begin. It might take a few moments, so feel free to grab a cup of tea or coffee while you wait. Once the installation is complete, we'll want to verify that pip has been installed correctly. To do this, we'll use the pip3v command. This command will display the version of pip that's been installed, which confirms that the installation process was successful. Remember, pip is a package manager, which means it's the tool that allows us to install, update, and remove Python packages. It's a crucial part of any Python programmer's toolkit, and mastering its use will make your programming journey much smoother. With pip installed, we're almost ready to start using Python. And that wraps up our guide on how to install pip. In the next scene, we'll be diving into how to install a Python virtual environment, so stay tuned. To keep our Python projects organized and isolated, we need to install a Python virtual environment. Let's dive into how we can do just that. First, we need to install the Python virtual environment package on our system. We do this by using the command sudo apt install python 3 venv. Sudo is a command that allows us to execute actions with administrative privileges. apt is the package handling utility in Ubuntu, a type of Linux system. Install is the action we want to perform, and python 3 venv is the package we want to install. So, when we run the sudo apt install python 3 venv command, we're telling our system, hey, I want to install the Python 3 virtual environment package, and I have the admin rights to do it. The system will then fetch the package from its repositories and install it for us. Now that we have the Python virtual environment package installed, we can create a new virtual environment. To do this, we use the command python 3 venv. Let's break this down. Python 3 is the version of Python we're using. AM is a flag that tells Python to run the following as a module, which in this case is venv. Venv is the module that creates virtual environments. Menv is the name of our new virtual environment. You can name your environment whatever you like, but it's a good idea to pick something descriptive. So, when we run python 3 venv, we're telling our system, hey, I want to create a new Python 3 virtual environment, and I want to call it menv. Our system then creates a new isolated environment for us to work in, which helps keep our Python projects tidy and separate. And there you have it. You've installed a Python virtual environment and created a new environment for your projects. It's as easy as pie, and now you can work on your Python projects without them interfering with each other. With the virtual environment set up, we are now ready to start using Python. We have now successfully installed Python in our Linux Terminator. Let's take a moment to summarize the steps we've taken. First, we updated our Linux system to ensure it was ready to support the Python installation. This step is crucial, as it ensures the smooth operation of Python once installed. Next, we moved on to installing Python itself, a straightforward process that brings the powerful programming language right to your fingertips. Following that, we installed pip, Python's package installer. This tool is essential in managing software packages written in Python and will undoubtedly prove invaluable in your coding journey. Finally, we set up a Python virtual environment. This environment provides an isolated workspace, allowing you to work on different Python projects without worrying about clashing dependencies or versions. So there you have it. Python is now at your disposal in the Linux Terminator. Remember, the world of Python is vast and full of possibilities. Happy coding!